for the day. Can you believe it? Anyway, we were downloading some mods I had downloaded over the for the weekend while I was playing, like on my Steam Deck, which I didn't play very long. Sometimes I'm just um kind of bounce on there real quick to, you know, see new mods, see other things, test other things. I played like a day's worth in game. So, yeah, I got $9,000. It looks like I'm poor, but I'm really not. Truth be told, we're doing very, very well. Need a little bit more land though. Need a little bit more land. Let me make sure some people get notifications because Facebook sometimes doesn't give them notifications. Anyway, how's everyone's day been? Gotta make sure it's capturing all the audio. Sorry. It might load. There we go. Like, geez, let me get back into it. It never does that, but I gotta copy the link over for him because he is having troubles again. I have no idea what's causing people not to be able to see it, but no idea. But we're gonna get her taken care of here. All right. Yeah, gotta let the game catch up to what we've moved and all that. Always takes a minute. I don't know why. All right, so we got that. What was I doing the other day? I got catch up to what I was doing. Like, I have no idea. I don't remember. We could plant carrots if we want to for basically like $1,800 after that's said and done. I collect stone, but that's we'd lose a little bit of money there really after time. I think we need to go take a look at our own fields. Where are we at on this map? Okay, we need to head back. So anyway, how's it going, Lloyd? Second stream of the day. I think I'm beyond about an hour and a half ish, maybe two, depending on where we're at. In the stream, I told the wife about an hour and a half, so probably stick to it unless I'm literally in the middle of like three different things and I won't want to stop that, but we'll see. I try not to do that. If I tell her time, I'm pretty consistent. We have been home on Friday nights lately. We've actually been, doing stuff, so I better get fuel while I'm over here because that'd be the smart thing to do. Alright, we filled up on fuel, $268. We are going to get this back to the farm. I really need to get a pressure washer or something because my equipment looks like trash and I don't like that. Gotta keep your stuff clean, one thing I haven't went looking for, I don't know if they're on this map at all, but they had like little collectibles, kind of like the last game. And I've seriously not looked for them at all. So I have no idea if they're on this map. I know they were on the previous map that we played, and we played 3 hours, and then I got upset because we lost like all the data to it. So that was really annoying. Okay. So we're gonna pull over here. One, we need to walk through our own fields. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, I do need to Google it. Yep, you were right. We have canola growing still. We have bad pH value and a bad nitrogen value. Nothing that we can fix right now. It's just not gonna happen. Um, it needs lime, it needs plowing, it needs rolling, so it needs all those things. This one's got a bad pH value, but not as bad as the other field, so nitrogen's okay. It's still growing. I think the next month, maybe it's June, that we can harvest this. Weed partial. It says we can use herbicide, but there ain't no way I'm doing that. We actually have a good pH value on this field, so glad about that. And let's run over to our other field. I need the little dirt bike. Have you guys seen the little dirt bike? Have I showed you all that? Like the most miscellaneous piece of equipment you'll see. Where is that thing? I mean, it's cool that they have it. Like, that's why I kind of want it. Where is it? Yeah, miscellaneous cars up here. Oh, there we go. It's $4,000. You know what? Should we buy that? It's $4,000. I think it'll be well worth it. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see how this thing rides anyhow. Not that I really need a transportation vehicle. I hardly ever use them. I just think it's gonna be beneficial, you know, to have something like that. Okay, look, this pH value is real bad too, and needs rolling. We accidentally simmed through like a few days, and all these weeds grew up. I can't do anything about that. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. This one's barley, and then the other field is rice. So yeah, my barley's gonna be kind of screwed up. This is long grain rice. pH value is bad, it says. Now I gotta go look this up because I don't have this memorized yet. But I think we have to spread lime when the pH value is bad. Don't quote me just yet. Oh yeah, precision farming. There it is. pH value. Yeah, it can be increased by putting lime. All right. I always thought it'd be smart to... Do we need to fill this up again? I can't remember. I think if it's in... Hold on. Let's get lime on it. But if I'm remembering correctly, we still need water on long grain rice until it's like so tall. Until it's like stage 3 or 4. I gotta look that one up again, so... I'm just gonna point out something. My father-in-law's baler is like legit the size of this thing. Maybe a little bit bigger. But you know, like these tractors are huge. They're huge. Yeah, I don't care. We're gonna probably overkill this field. Oh, I got solid fertilizer on right now. I need to get lime. I was thinking I had lime in here, but fertilizer isn't gonna matter. It's deciding what it needs anyhow. All right, now we gotta go get lime because gotta dump all this solid fertilizer out. I've been doing fertilizer on so many fields. I just kind of forgot it was in there though, since we haven't played in a few weeks on here. Whoa. Why is my solid fertilizer still in here? Come on. Jump out. Thank you. Not that I need this much lime. Alright. Go get this done. That should be way more than enough lime. It's a small field. A bit different than the fertilizer on the spreading too. Doesn't matter if it all gets it. We'll be alright. I do need to put an automatic sensor on this tractor so we can apply the right amount. Because I don't think I did get that added on this, did I? I don't think I did. I was thinking I did, but I don't think I did. That was a big freaking drop down. Alright, that should have helped out there. Hopefully. Okay, pH value is perfect now, it says. There's some spots I missed, I know. Sue me. Alright, now, again, long grain rice. I hadn't done it before, so this is definitely a new one. Okay. That's what I was thinking. What? Let me flood. Hey, Jim. Why won't let me flood it? Oh, don't tell me we have a glitch. I have a field literally sitting empty. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Why? That's not good. Did something go wrong? I just didn't realize it. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, thanks, buddy. We got Google. Okay, alright, we can't flood it until the next month. Okay, so I thought we were on the next month though. Did I plant that in March? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Don't just we need to come check it and flood it. So yeah, Jim, I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, we also need to check out discounted vehicles. This is what they got right now. 100,000. Oof. We need to be buying land, and more land. Okay, so now that we've checked out everything, we know what's going on. It's one thing I do need to have in the back of my mind. When is harvest season for our fields? I was like, is it good save today, tomorrow, next month? Look, we have no loans. So we're doing good. Like, no matter what, we are doing good. I could totally take a massive loan out, buy a bunch of fields, but that doesn't mean we're gonna make a lot of money off of it. So I've been avoiding it. I've been doing the smart long game, which kind of slows us down on the expansion part, but I really think it's worth it. Stone picking, weeding. Yes, I will definitely do that. I have the tractor and the equipment for that. Where is my weeder? Where is it? There it is. There it is. It's like I parked it somewhere the other day. I'm about ready to buy a shed and make this look like really formal around here. It needs to look good, don't you think? I left a bunch of grass on the ground, and now that it's growing up, you can barely see the grass that I've laid down. What? Okay, seriously, they gotta fix that. Like, that's supposed to be fixed in the last, like, update, and it... It's okay, though. We're gonna go weed this field. We did buy the motorcycle for $4 grand, but I find it nice if you're going to be checking fields like I was just doing, instead of, hey, I gotta drive a tractor, I gotta run all the way. I'm not the person to use mods to have the Superman run. I really appreciate, just having the equipment to do that. By the way, I don't know if you've all heard, but the new mod, or the new, not mod, the new update that they're going to be releasing, it's an official Giants DLC, is we're going to get fishing. Yeah, farm fishing. And you'll also be able to fish in the lake, at least on one certain map, I do know. I do not know if they're going to make it available for like the map that we're currently on. We will probably start a secondary game, but also continue this one. I will be playing a lot more, I promise. I know. We've been so busy. I wish I could say otherwise. It just doesn't happen. I love that my contracts for weeding have got all screwed up, and I gotta figure out what's causing it. That's something I was going to try to figure out this past weekend, and I didn't do it. So, yeah, I'm needing to figure that out for sure. I mean, I just don't like the fact that I don't see the percentage ticking up. Besides that 1% after I do like half the field, it's just not right. I just gotta figure out it's gotta be a mod. That's my assumption so far. And I could probably look it up on like Reddit. Someone on Reddit probably has came across this issue. Probably got fixed for it. This is one of my favorite contracts to do because we own the right piece of equipment to get this done quickly. Like, we get it done in a hurry. $225 horsepower. That's doing pretty good for 225 horse. That's for sure. Pulled it right up that hill like it was nothing. We're gonna go all the way to the edge of this field. We're at 95% right now. 3 in the afternoon. I don't know if we have another like good contract out here or not. Fertilizing for 6,000. That's a good contract right there. Real good contract. Yeah, we will definitely accept that. I cannot believe I've been streaming 25 minutes already. Like, seriously. What happens to time when I sit down to play video games? I want to know. I want to know for sure. Someone needs to tell me what happens to time because it speeds up. I know that for a fact. It speeds up. I just don't know by how much. I sit down and it's like, psh, done. You know? Like, that's what I played this morning. I was like, man, I'm going to play some baseball this morning because I knew I wasn't going to stream all night tonight, And just because the wife will hang out, and you know, it's nice to sit down, just chill for a moment, not doing anything that I feel like I'm overexerting myself. Work's pretty demanding, but not too terrible. Like this evening, I had like one call after 5 o'clock, which wasn't terrible at all. It was fantastic, in fact. All right, so that field's done weeding. We're gonna take this back. We're gonna go grab the fertilizer, which we put lime in our tank, so we gotta empty that, and then we gotta put fertilizer back in. Now, I forgot. I think I kicked on where we can damage fields that ain't ours, but I could be wrong. And it might have to be a certain stage too. Are we getting rain? Ooh. Or is it hail? Looks like hail to me. Well, at least we don't have to get anything out of the field. See, normally I'm putting down fertilizer, so I've been leaving the fertilizer in there. Now we're gonna have to go drop this off. Alright, now let's go get all this fertilizer back in here because we had lime. Had our fields that we could still do that with in there. Nice letting all this fertilizer get rained on. It's perfect. I cannot even believe that we're able to pick those up. Oh, these are the last two. Normally they have to be like right next to the trailer, you know? Not too bad. Oh god. I hit the wrong button. You ever hit the wrong button? That was me. I need to be literally one button up, so now I gotta refill some of this. Okay, I just need to go field 49, or... yeah, 49 right next to us. I was meant to hit the 9, but I hit the I, and there we went. Thank goodness it didn't dump everything out. Alright, we gotta go right over there. That's all we gotta do. It is a heavy downpour. Probably the biggest downpour we've seen since we've been in the game. Like I said, it looks like it's hail because those are diamonds up there. I think it's hail. I wasn't too far off there. Anyway. Yeah, no, I've been meaning to play this game lately. I just haven't had time to really sit down and get more than like an hour in, and I don't want to get rusty in baseball. But I feel like I've been rusty lately, so I'm like, maybe I just need a break from baseball and come back and, kill it. We had 2 home runs this morning, though, so I was like, not bad. Not bad for what it was. I might play tomorrow morning, but it just depends on if the wife wants to get up and pack up the house or not. She had a headache this evening, so that's why I get a little bit more game time today. She's not feeling very well, so. Dude, if this was like SnowRunner, even remotely, like we'd be slipping like hardcore. We wouldn't be able to get the hill. It'd be heavy downpour, done. All right, that's done. Man, almost anything under like 4,000 is just. We've done the wood transport 1,000 times. It's very hard for me to be like, yeah, let's keep continuing to do that. Like my brain is just like, we've done it so much. Like if I do it off stream, it's one thing because nobody's here. But for me to do it all on my Steam Deck is like kind of a hassle. So if I'm playing on the PC, I'm right here with y'all. We're gonna have this small strip in the center of this field, and it's gonna drive me bonkers. At least the mini map updates like as we go now. Like that's such a huge improvement. It's not even funny. It's a massive improvement to the way it was. You'd think my equipment would get cleaner as it rains. It doesn't. Which is annoying. It's the one thing that bugs me. %90 on this field. Looks like we're going to be going all the way to the end. Almost there. 97%. 98. 99. And 100. Let's go. Telling you, this is where I make all my money. Fertilizing and weeding. Sowing wouldn't be too bad. It's just I wish I had the right equipment for those fields. Then it'd be like worthwhile. This is a field I really want right here. It'd make us a lot of money. My problem with loans is once I start borrowing money, on this game, it doesn't proactively pay it back monthly. And you have to actively like be thinking about that when you sell your crops. But more than likely, you're gonna be thinking of that next big field that you can buy, that next big piece of equipment. So for me, I'm like laying off of the loans so I can not have an expense over my head monthly because it'll still charge you interest per month, which drives me bonkers, that it doesn't actively pay off towards the loan, you know. Oh, it is hail. I was right. How much damage is this doing my field? We're gonna sim through. They have a Volvo. This is what is on sale. This is what they consider on sale. It's $200,000. Ah, yes. Put the safety beacon on there for 200. And yeah. That's insane. 24% off 200,000. That's an expensive piece of equipment. We got another weeding contract, so we're gonna accept that contract. And then big fertilizing contract on field 49 again. Well, I'm gonna accept it. I want that's gotta be a glitch, but I'm definitely gonna accept it because $6,000, $6,000. I mean, I guess I could understand if your field was low, like in a certain, like in nitrogen. Like I could understand, I guess, needing it fertilized twice. So that could be a mod issue there, not positive, or it could be accurate. I'm just not positive. Not my forte there. Ooh, that was one field off. I was like, wait, that looks different. There'd be a reason. All right. So we get this field twice. That's, very strange. Like I said, I can only speculate if that's a glitch in the mod or just the field needed it. I don't own the field, so not real positive. It looks like it's doubling up, so the field did need it. I mean, that's fine. That's fine right there. Normally, you wouldn't see contracts like that. You'd fertilize it once, and that'd be as much as you'd touch the field. And yeah. I do know we have new machines, and I guess I need to look at those. There's new machines that Giant Software added, so I have to check that out. This should be a line right here that we could follow, but it's not picking out. Not what I wanted to do there. Very quiet out there in the chat tonight. Whoever's watching, you come say hi. I know Lloyd's watching. Lloyd, tell me something. Tell me what's new. I'm bored, bro. Alright, we got 82% left on this field. And then we are set to go. We got the weeding contract in field 53, which will literally take us like 2 passes. Just how that field is in size. Come on. Yeah. What's your kids up to? They doing okay? I need to go achievement hunting on this game. I feel like that'd be fun. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. Summer. Or are they ignoring you? Don't let them ignore you. Oh, we have another fertilizing contract that just popped up. Hold on. They ain't doing anything. Oh, buddy. I'm sorry. Are they dead to the world? Don't function? Are they even sociable? Do they come out of the room? Or do you just like feed them like feral children and like slide food under their door and, you know? The dog stares at them like they're the wild animal. Alright, is this crossable? I have no idea. Oh, right there it is, at least. We have sunk a tractor in one of the fields before, so, or in one of the, not one of the fields, one of the lakes. Field 94, this should be a two-passer. In fact, I'm probably gonna let the, well, no, my other tractor can't handle the hoe. Too big of a job for it, you know? It's a three-passer, just barely, unfortunately, but... they do their chores, huh? They better. They better, that's for sure. You know what? I used to hate chores as I was younger. Like, could not stand to do them. But as you get older and you're like, dang, I gotta do it no matter what. It just don't even bother me anymore. You know, the main thing is like it just takes time away from doing stuff that you'd rather be doing. And that's why, you know, I have like a robot vacuum. And trust me, if they ever came out with a robot that would take out the trash for me, I don't care how much money it'd cost. I would own it. Like we're gonna be moving that new house, and it's got two pools. I promise you, the moment I can afford a robot pool cleaner, it's getting bought. It's getting bought. Just how it is. That's good. That's good. Like, I know we're gonna have a whole lot more cleaning and whatnot to do with this new house, and there's only two of us right now. You know, we gotta make the extra workers. We gotta make the extra workers, and like seriously, when I was a kid, like a robot vacuum mop would have been heaven sent. Heaven sent, because my mom when we were younger, we cleaned the house every Saturday. That was our job. That is what we did. And the whole house was clean. But I guarantee you by Monday, the house was destroyed. Uh it's just, kind of how we were. But as I got older and played more video games and whatnot, like, the worst thing I ever did really was like leave my dishes laying around. Like my mom and dad would get irritated by that, you know. But also I was always in charge of feeding the animals. Love animals, but I had terrible ADHD as a kid. Wrong chore for someone that feeds animals. Terrible. Um, yeah, yeah, no, not the right chore. Now I don't even forget that stuff. So, yeah, almost there, almost there. Come on, 98, 99, 100. All right, we're gonna complete this one. Gonna go look for another fertilizing contract because apparently they're hot. Not that hot. All right, let's go back to the farm. We have to cross past the field that I gotta go work on. So maybe I should have grabbed the other green tractor and at least brought the equipment over. The problem with the other grain tractor is it doesn't. It has the horsepower, but it doesn't have the gear ratio for it. You know, like it'll get done flat ground. It'll gear done once it gets up speed, but the moment you take a turn, you know, and yeah. Wow, we went from less than $5,000 to, well, 27,000 very quickly off of just a few contracts. So, feeling pretty good about that. Let's keep it going. I can't wait for harvest season because our fields, I know, are going to produce um, some good yields. We definitely need it. Got to be turning a lot of our fields into flour. I think barley. Do we got flour with barley? Yeah. So it's just gonna be nice to be getting all that income finally. Um, oh my god! I hit the sidewalk. I hit the sidewalk. Don't worry, guys. I'm a 20,000 pound tractor. It cracks me up. Cracks me up every time. I'm buying a new field tonight. I promise you that. I know I bought the little motorcycle, but I thought I was really gonna need it more. Well, I will once I have more land. So no, not hire out. I want my steering assist I just had on. Yeah, big O. I add so many mods now. It takes a second. It takes a second. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just yeah. I'll save eventually. Oh, dude, bale wrapping. I freaking love bale wrapping. Let's do it. They're both square bales. Oh, even better. What happened to my target? I legit had it on. One of these days. Blasphemy. Come on, come on, come on. We're almost to the end of the field. Yeah, but now I gotta get the corner because y'all screwed up. How many passes is this gonna be? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. FarmCon was the other day, and you know, with that DLC drop, well, it hasn't came out yet. It's gonna come out later this year. With that announcement, that was really nice. Like it was nice to finally see fishing, like farm fishing, actually come to this game because it is farming. No matter what you want, you know, people are like, "Oh yeah, on the field doesn't matter." It's still a very valuable thing that our farmers provide. Now, whether or not the fish, you know, community, you know, calls themselves farmers or raisers, I don't know. Fish fish farmers, I don't know what. I'm sure they call themselves fish farmers to distinguish themselves away from actual, you know, ground working farmers, but you know, they do a lot. The only thing I dislike while I'm eating fish that's been farmed is it really doesn't have like a taste. So you really gotta get a good seasoning, you know? Because if not, then the fish is just fish. The problem with also with farm fish is it doesn't have the nutrient value as like fish would, you know, like lake fish would. So go wrap some bales. It's at field 80 and then field 29. So we'll wrap up with field 29. Wrap up. We're wrapping bales. We do, Dumani. We do. We do. Maybe I should have done field 29 first. Who knows, but... should have took that road right there, huh? Let me double back just a second. We'll avoid this little pond area. Apparently the world's strongest bush. What's up, Justin? Yeah, you know, not doing a lot over here, just a little bit of farming. What about you? How you been? My father-in-law is honestly looking for one of these bale wrappers. Like, literally this size. I love the fact we only have 3 bales. This is gonna be great. For these big square bales, you know, we gotta get them all wrapped up nicely. I've been ALR. Playing to play again? Yeah. Never know. Yeah, I love this contract was for 3 bales. It cracks me up. I'm just gonna spin around circles until I'm done. My father-in-law wants one of these bale wrappers, and he only wants to wrap them just enough to get it covered once, just to keep the rain off of them. That's it. That's the only reason. And so he doesn't have to build like another shed or, you know, change his whole setup right now. But looks like our thought process right now is to make like a mini field for our feeder cows and then put all the hay in a barn that, well, the barn that they're in currently, technically it'll become a shed at that point, but we're not gonna get too technical with the farm lingo here because my wife jumps all over me if I use the wrong lingo, and don't you worry, I'll still be sleeping on the bed. I'll just have someone staring at me very intensely as I fall asleep. Yeah. Yeah, we really want to build this outdoor like area for our, our feeder cows and get them out. And basically at that point, it's just to help us. One, we won't have to clean out a barn anymore, which takes, like, in all reality, it takes us like 3 hours to clean out, and that's with the skid steer. Like, we're talking heavy machinery, skid steer, and yeah, it'll take us 3 4 hours. Depend if we gotta fix a whole bunch of fence, it could take us like 4 or 5 hours, really, because cows are just mean. They beat up on everything. So you know, it, we gotta do that. We gotta build like an overhang for some feeders that we got. Um, for some feed bunkers that we got. And I don't know when he's gonna want to do that, but I think it'll be soon because he's wanting to at least do a 12-foot section, but we got like 110 feet to honestly cover, And I look at my watch. I was thinking my wife was messaging me. Shit. And anyway, so it's like, yeah, we gotta do that. Gotta clean out the barn. We might clean out this weekend. We got a ball game to go to Saturday, so I don't know if we'll get to it this weekend because we're going to the Cardinals ball game for some family, and they're gonna be there. I think they're singing or something at the Cardinals ball game, and my mother-in-law is a huge Cardinals fan, so we'll be there at Busch Stadium enjoying that. And then Sunday and Monday, me and my wife are probably gonna be packing. Truth be told, I don't know if I'll be helping my father-in-law, but um, you know, if we ain't packing, I'll be over there. And if we're packing, we're gonna be trying to get the whole house packed up on Monday because Sunday and Monday just so we're done. We'd like to be done. I love how I had 1% for one bale. One bale. That was what was left. Like, let's give him 1%, just enough to annoy him where he couldn't finish it. Okay, we had 2 weeding contracts again, so that's nice, man. Just let's collect these. Hold on. I know that wasn't a whole lot of money for those baling contracts. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot. We hardly ever get him. It's something different. It's something different. And we only get the weeding contracts at a certain time of the year too. So we're gonna head down this road. Cut. Oh, whatever field we want. I guess 27 will be closer. just why? Man, once we're done moving, I'm going to give you a rundown of what our plans look like. Once we get done moving to the new house, I at least have a pool fix. Probably both of them. Then I have to get really everything the rest of the way set up because nothing's going to be fully set up even 30 days in. So, anything that's not been finalized, setting up at that point in time, will get finalized then. And, so I have 2 pools. I'll have, whatever else needs touched up that we haven't unboxed, whatever the case may be. My wife starts her cheer season in August. So she's not going to be unpacking much, unless it's in the evening. And I have an exam that I didn't pass in May that I got to go retake. And that, I need to retake so I can move on in my career, um, and move on to a different position at my current company. So kind of a need. Would like to get that done by the end of August, but more than likely it's probably gonna be like September at this point. So it's a little wild, a little crazy, and just dying to get through. Like, once Thanksgiving hits, I want to be done with everything. Like, no matter what is on my plate at this very moment, I want to be done with everything. And then, we're not even including, my father in law's help that he needs on the farm. We travel over there, quite often. My dad's help, he needs help doing other things. They're both good up there, they're my dad's in his 60s, and her dad's had knee and hip problems, so it's like the amount of help that they need. Oh, by the way, October, we'll be in harvest season, so yeah, we're doing solo on Farming Simulator, so yeah. You know what I love though? I actually love like getting out in the field and the real tractors. It's peaceful as crap. Peaceful as all get out. And absolutely enjoy just sitting in the tractor. Like the other day, I had to disc some ground, threw my headphones on, listen to a little bit of music, not too loud so I can still hear the machine, and make sure nothing stupid was going on. Had just a chill time, like you don't get that, often do you get to just chill out, relax, and I don't know, I was having a blast. And my father-in-law's tractor is fantastic to drive. Well, the green one at least. The white one, kind of iffy on. I'm a little sketchy on that one still. I do it, I just don't do it very well. The green one I can really drive. I got it. I need to tighten up my U-turns on it a little bit better, but when I'm planting, it was my first time planting the other day. He said I had a couple of J's out there, but that's okay. I'm not gonna cry too bad about a few J's. And bro, if I could get land at a better price than what it is currently, I'd I'd probably buy some land and enjoy doing a little bit of farming, and which I do. I also work for my father-in-law's boss, baling hay. So we'll just tack that on to the flipping list of stuff we do. No, if you ever want to join on Farm Sim, just if you see me go live, just be like, "Yo, let's play together." Like it, I'll throw on multiplayer, not a big ordeal. I do have quite a few mods to download, so if you don't got them, it may take you a minute to download them. But yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, it like my my so the guy that I work for baling hay, he asked me one day to look on Zillow, on Realtor.com. He's like, "Hey, any farm ground for sale?" I was like, "Well, I'll look online. Farming Simulator 25. I'll look online. Popped around. Like 100 acres. Yeah, like 100 acres is like $1 million. He's like, "Yeah, it's about right." I was like, "It's 100 acres. Y- are we really gonna earn that money back? Quickly?" Like 100 acres at $1 million. Like, don't tell me you're making that much money off of it, because if you are, I'll become a hay farmer tomorrow. Like, name it. I will buy up ground like crazy, you know. I feel like if you really want to become a farmer anymore, you might as well keep playing the lottery and pray that you win, because it's the only way you could really afford to start up. Or you better inherit someone else's farm, you know. Like, that's how I feel, you know. Oh goodness. Which one do you own, Justin? Do you own the last farming simulator? What was it, 22? I think it was 22. I had 22. Had 19 before that, I think, or 20. What was it? 20? Even I forget the numbers. Yeah, yeah. This one's FS25. This one's FS25. Very good game. Not too many glitches. We come across one or two due to our mods that we download. Which I'm not big into mods unless they're realistic. So, you know, like none of my. Oh, I added a mod the other day. I have yet to show you all yet. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I gotta tell you. Someone made this mod where you could go work like full time or part time for farmers. You have to work so many hours in like a month. I found it super interesting. I downloaded it. I'm not showing you all that. I forgot. I legit was gonna show y'all at the beginning of the stream of what we've been doing. We've been doing contracts because, well, that's what we're used to. Why haven't you bought 25, Justin? That's my main question. Why haven't you bought 25? Because it's got so much stuff, and they got so much more coming out. Like, if it's a money thing, I totally understand. Um, but if it's like I don't know how the gameplay is or if I'll like it, I think you're really missing out. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh God. Oh yeah. I tell you what, bro. Instead of buying a PS4, you might as well upgrade to 20 to the PS5, but buy one off of Marketplace. Buy one off of Marketplace. They're going. I saw one for $250 the other day. I'm sorry, but PS4. If you're gonna spend, let's say, 150 on a PS4, you might as well just wait, get extra 150, and wait for one to come up on Marketplace and buy it. So that's just me personally. You don't have to listen to me, but that I told my buddy the same thing. He ended up going and buying himself a PS5. You know, if you get your tax return in January, that's what I'd be doing. You know, February or whatever. Like, if you really want to play, I don't know if you're single, married, whatever. You know, that's why. Like, you know, every guy's gotta have their chill down time. You know, bro, you can expand it all you want. The storage is not the problem. I promise you. The storage is not a problem. Unless you're gonna be ridiculous and want 40 games download at one time. I mean, yeah, it's smaller. I had like probably like 8 to 9 games download at once. Which is kind of small, but yeah, its storage is. I just buy an extension for that. There's people selling those all the time. Field 53 needs fertilizer now. Boy, we are just getting a lot of these fertilizing contracts. Ooh, another weeding contract. Let's get it done. You know what? We're gonna hook up the fertilizing contract. I can do quickly. Let's get the other green tractor on it, and I don't need millions. All right, here we go. What do you do for work? No, I just forgot. Field 50. This tractor is terrible. All right. Tractor is terrible when trying to pull this weeder uphill, so I'm hoping this field is not uphill. Like, just getting it going is a little bit of a pain, so hoping it can do it by itself, but we shall see. I'm probably gonna drag it all the way to the top so it gets like a little bit of a rundown. And then I'll drag the fertilizer over to the other field. By the time I finish over there, it'll be finishing over here. Hopefully. Hopefully. We spend a little bit of money on hiring a worker, which we haven't done tonight. That was quick, were you, Houdini? Stupid fast. Alright, yeah, no, yeah, what do you do for work? Because I tell you what, now that the no tax on overtime is a thing, I'd be working a bunch of overtime. All right. We're going to nitrogen this field as soon as we get over to it. Is this potatoes I'm on? Hold on. No, it's sugar beets. Okay. Like, look like dang potatoes. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you told me that before. I gotcha. You enjoy that? I got a whole bunch of landscaping doing in my new house. I have 5 days of vacation left right now, and I'm either saving A to work on the house or B tell my father-in-law harvest because we had a late season of planting, so I don't know. He's got so much stuff to do. He needs the help. All better than a restaurant? Yeah, yeah. You got a big city, small city? I tell you, I got 5 days, and it's like I probably need to do 2 working on the house minimum, and probably 3 helping him. I actually have a day of charity that I'm gonna take to finish doing my day of charity that I should have had last year at my parents' church. They needed some pressure washing done, and then I had a weekend where I could barely even touch it because it rained on my day of charity. So I just helped my father-in-law that day because I already had the day off. So then I kind of touched it on a weekend. It's like I felt real bad because it's got so much algae and dirt and all that. Just wanted to get it done. Like, geez, come on. All right, so that's done. All right, I know he's over there, but I'm getting this tractor back here real quick. Well, you need to find yourself like an oil company or something that you can go work for. I mean, if you make good money, it's one thing, but if you want to make some stupid money, maybe I don't know. That's hard labor, very hard labor. I'm sure you sit in a machine like most of the day, right? Well, it depends what landscaping you're doing, or what you're doing with the landscaping material that you get. All right, dude, you're fired. I don't know where he is on this process. I have no idea. Which sucks, but we're gonna take over. See if I'm on the right path. And without the percentages being counted, it's really terrible. I'm not positive. For a 17-year-old, well, when you hit 18, go make some real money. Where you making an hour? Like 20? Probably 20, 25. I'd say 20 at 17, doing landscaping. God, if a burger flipper can make 15, if a burger flipper can make 15, I pray you are making more than $15. Because I would be pissed if I was making anything less and someone was at McDonald's flipping burgers for $15. I would throw a freaking hammer through a wall. Hey, you go for it. 17's not bad. Great age, because you're still young enough that you can actually do something, and don't wear yourself out too soon. I actually had a bad knee already at that age, like torn meniscus, had surgery. Like, so if you haven't done any of that, you're doing great. Yeah, like, what was it? It's like 6 years ago, 26, 27. I messed up my back real bad. Don't do manual labor your whole life, but if you could do like 5 years starting out, you're doing great, if you don't want to go to school. That's just me. That's not bad. 10 an hour? What type of work are you doing to get paid 10 an hour? Like, I hope you ain't beating your body up for $10 an hour. I'd be crying. Dude, the percentage has not changed. I don't even know where he was at. I'm gonna have to pull up the field now because I have no idea where he was at. Oh, he was just getting over here. He had already done the middle section. That's not where I started him at. That's not where I started him at. I should have looked. Oh, he started on the up and downs first. 10 an hour. Oh, dude, bro. Bro, go flip some burgers. You'll make $5 more. You do 3 days a week and pocket a whole lot more money. How many hours are you working a week? I mean, 200's not bad. Like, are you... Like... So you're working 20 hours a week, but yeah, if you... You could add another $100 a week if you could get 15 an hour. How long you been working there? I'd be asking... I'd be seeing if you could, you know, get a raise if you've been there like a year. I'd be like, you know what? People make more of me flipping burgers. I'd be harsh on it, you know, like my work, I do harder work and I got licensed and all that. And I'm only making like 23.50 an hour, I think. I'm about to ask them for a good pay raise too. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, you know, ask for $1 or two raise depending on how long you've been there. You know, try and nudge up your income. You know, 200 a week's not bad though. I'd go find a farm or something. You know, there's bound to be a farmer that would probably pay you more, truth be told, anymore. And yeah, I don't know. But I get it. I was young too, and I made piss poor money also. I mean, when I started out, I'll tell you how big times have changed. I'm 32, right? You're 17. 16 years ago, you were one, I was 16, right? At 16 years old, I was getting paid $7.25. That's why I got started out as. Then they raised it a quarter. Then all of a sudden, it's like minimum wage jumped up to like $10 an hour. That's like 15 an hour. And you're like, what in the world? You know? But yeah, if that tells you anything, in 16 years, they've doubled, more than doubled the minimum wage. That's why our inflation's crazy. There you go. Little economy class there. Are you going to college? You should hit that farmer up. Trust me, they are always looking for people. Always. Don't matter what time of year it is. They're always looking. Okay. Now, let me see if I can...
Hey there.
Okay, I gotta find the mod that I downloaded the other day. Oh, gosh. I gotta find someone to talk to. I don't know where they're all at in this town yet. I don't know where anyone is to talk to. 150,000 for the bakery. Interesting.
Hey there. I'm David. Call me Dave if you want to.
Never met this guy.
I'm happy with either. Well, I'm new here too. What brings you here, buddy?
I'm trying to...
I'll take... Came...
Okay, there... I know I download this mod. I just gotta figure out who to talk to in this town. So basically, you can take, like, employment jobs, and I just gotta find... We never walk around this city. You guys just realize this, right? Like, we're always driving everywhere. I got mad at the old one because we lost the data on it. Yeah, I mean, I make good money now, and I still feel poor, so... Yeah. Boy, I gotta double check that. I know that mod was downloaded. Maybe something happened where it didn't download over here. I'm gonna go wandering. Hold on. Ah. $370,000 for that. Oh, I promised y'all that I would buy a piece of land tonight, so don't let me forget that before I log off, which we are getting close. Really? Thought that was gonna be my jumping platform. I really wanted to go parkour up there. That'd be cool if you just drive that. Well, shoot. So there's like this employment mod, and it's, you know, it's just off. I found like it'd just be a really cool way to make extra money. And not every, I don't know if it works on every map yet. I need to go look it up. Maybe we'll pull up. That's some 17-year-old smart butt mouth right there. It's just... All right, I got 45,000, so let's see what piece of ground we can buy. I tell you. No plans on college? Well, you'd probably be smart not to go anymore. I mean, it's so dang expensive. Oh, that's 49,000. Okay, this 35,000. 35,000. What do you have on you? Sugar beet? Ugh. That's gonna be more. Dude, I barely use my degree. I don't actually use my degree for what the main focus of my degree covered. I'm gonna be honest, like, you'd probably be better off, you know, going into like a trade like electrician or something. Like, just truth be told, you know. What the crap do you have on you? Do you have anything? Oh, it has red beet. Okay. Must have kicked all these off the last time. What do you got on you, Cotton? What flipping color is that? Is it? Oh, you ain't got nothing. Dang, it is actually just dirt. I didn't think it would be just dirt. That's 31,000 for 1.29 acres. See, our smallest field is what? 2.2, 1.98. So this would be smaller for 32,000. It's got silty clay on it. Be nice to buy both of those together at a cheaper price, but that is not happening. This got 1.84 acres, so a little bit more. What do you got on you? Soybeans? Okay, I could harvest soybeans. This is a decent sized field, don't y'all think? I legit forgot I own this field right here. We're gonna buy this field though. If I would have had extra 5,000 in my one somewhere, I legit forgot I bought field 68 the last time. All right, that has planted soybeans. What's this one got? Welding's really good if you're really smart and don't mind, the fact that you could easily die doing this, but electricity, get into either HVAC or being an electrician, probably one of the top two things you could do. So we have 2 fields now over here. We have a total of 7 fields bought. I don't see any others I bought. I forgot. Oh yeah, yeah. Wool from sheep on that game was pretty good. Well. I have ran out of time for what I told my wife, so I did promise her I would only be on for an hour and a half. I am at an hour and 38 minutes, so I'm a little bit over. Me and her are gonna pack up some tomorrow and tomorrow morning. So I probably won't be back on until, I'm thinking I might come back on Saturday night. Just kind of depends on what happens with our plans. I think we'll be on Saturday night, so don't you worry. Here in a couple of days, we will be on. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, though, if I don't see you. Oh, yeah. You'll learn that once you get married.